horror movies. Mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining? More blood than a blood bank. Have we got your attention?
Welcome back, terrestrials, to the Quarantine Movie Reviews. In this episode, we put a poll up on Twitter, and this movie won. So we're doing 2016's Terrifier.
Yep.
This one is just about a crazy clown that terrifies 3 women on Halloween Eve. Super simple plot, super badass movie.
Yeah, definitely. This movie struck while the iron was hot. That creepy clown stuff, the videos of people videotaping motherfuckers in clown costumes and stuff, like stalking them and stuff, had just come out, and then this movie it didn't capitalize. I think it just came out at the right time.
Yeah.
Super low budget movie, but super simple premise.
Yeah.
The dialogue is very,
minimal.
Yeah, there's very little dialogue, but effectiveness in your villain. That's what you want. You don't want a forgettable villain in horror movies, but at the same time, this character just embodies simple horror. Staring is scary in this fucking movie.
But this movie is so fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
It pushes the boundary of silence is scary. No acting in the movie is scary. Everything about this movie was great.
Yeah.
I don't even call this low budget. I just think that the pizza guy couldn't act. Outside of that, the girls were great. Art the clown is amazing. They changed his look a little bit different from All Hallows Eve. They gave him a more pronounced jawline and cheekbones and stuff. His facial structure is a little bit more harsh in this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just great all the way around. The camera shots were really high quality, and everything about it was effective. All of the brutality was good. The special effects for the brutality, the practical effects were great.
Yeah.
There's not a bit of CGI in this, and I love that. So, yeah,
I know. Even though I think there is a little bit of computer trickery in the pizza shop. There's a severed head that's been carved like a pumpkin.
Yeah, okay, those little flames.
The flames.
I don't really count that as CGI work. As far as killings and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is an Avatar.
Right.
We're not talking about the T-Rexes in Jurassic Park here, but there is a little bit of video editing, video software work there. But everything else is practical and works really good. Minimalistic. That's where it's at. It's so much fun to watch this. I had such a good time watching this.
Yeah.
Into it earlier.
Hey, handsome!
Cut it out.
My friend wants your number.
Kill you.
The empty space in this movie is great. It feels like a fucking labyrinth that they're in with how many turns, and it's like this place is never ending, but you and your brain cannot put a map on. But
they definitely they end up portraying him as almost supernatural.
yeah.
He doesn't start out that way, but by the end of the movie, you kind of see a supernatural element to him because he survives things that a normal person wouldn't.
Yeah.
Even a normal crazy person that's like, I don't feel pain.
Do you enjoy pain? Pain don't hurt.
But they end up portraying him as some sort of supernatural.
Yeah.
Because inevitably he kills himself. He shoots himself in the head. He won't let the cops get him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, there's a couple of moments too where like he gets stabbed and he doesn't scream. It just plays like a high pitched score music, but he never speaks, and it's silence. He's doing it, everything is in silent.
Never makes a noise.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my PSA. If you are in a situation like that and you get the chance to stab the attacker, do not stop stabbing the attacker. Do not stab one time and run away like the girl did in this movie. That is not beneficial. Most people, unless you hit an artery, can get up and still attack you with one stab wound. And it even looked like a weak-ass stab. So, keep stabbing until their head is gone or you have their heart in your hand. Stop with the little one hit with a baseball bat and run. The one little stab. Like, you see this too many times in horror movies where somebody's just like, and then they take off running. Like, no, you have the opportunity to end that there. You need to keep going until it is done because he apparently is supernatural.
Yeah.
And we have Terrifier 2 to look forward to in 2021. And I hope with that movie, they do not try to give him a backstory. Just let it go. He comes from nowhere. We don't need a reason as to why he is the way he is, because he's a gross human being all the way around. Mm-hmm. He is not somebody that just likes to kill. No, he plays with his shit and piss. Like, he likes to mangle and torture as well as kill. Mm-hmm. And when the killing gets a little bit difficult, he pulls out a gun and shoots them. So, fuck it. Like, I don't need a backstory for this guy. I hope there's no, like, well, his dad liked to stick his finger in his butt. Like, please do not go there. Yeah. Like, just don't give this guy a reason.
I think a safe thing, like, what I wouldn't mind, because this is, like, a lot of people have seen this, but not a big budget studio audience has seen it. But almost like an Evil Dead 2, where you tell a similar to the same story, but you just blow everything out of proportion. You make things more grand, we give, like...
Have you watched the trailer for the second one?
No.
It looks like it's right down the same alley.
Yeah. See, that's what I would hope, that they would take, this story and then just, blow it out, make it bigger. But yeah, there is like a couple of kills in this. One memorable one, an extremely memorable one. A lady gets sawed in half. And I think they just the art department was like,
you can't just say she got sawed in half.
She got sawed in. Okay.
She got sawed in half, hung upside down, starting at her vagina, and got sawed down to her head. She didn't just get sawed in half. There was no like fucking magic box with a girl with her other feet. Like, she was brutally sawed from vagina to head.
And she was in half. She was sawed. Yeah.
Okay, so when the movie starts at this part where he's decided that these are the girls he's going to play with tonight, you immediately get the feeling that the blonde is going to be collateral. Like, he's going to have to deal with her.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to have fun with the dark-haired girl. Mm-hmm. And he makes it a point to stare at her. He gives her a ring at one point, all in this theatrical clown-like movement. Yeah. And he tortures her. He traumatizes her by cutting her friend in half.
She's more scared of him, whereas the friend is not. The friend's, going to take selfies with him, and
but that, I mean, she runs around in this place trying to get away, and he keeps stopping her at every avenue, but not in a I'm shutting this shit down. Like, I'm going to shoot you in the leg. You can still move and get away and put up a fight, but he just like knocks her down a peg each time. Like when he has those chains with the shit on the end of it, the whip, and he's just scalpels. Like hitting her and shit. Like
that's the sister.
Oh, that's the sister.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know he tortures the one girl, the main girl, or the secondary girl, I guess, once the sister shows up.
Yeah, the sister who comes in halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And she gets more because, she sees all of this stuff and he physically chases her. That's what I want to know. Like, where the filmmakers decided to go. Like, did that actress, I can only be on set for like 3 days, and then they were like, oh shit, we gotta kind of...
I think it was once he realized that the sister was there, or the other, he doesn't know it's the sister probably, but he knows somebody else is there. There's a new toy. I'm done with this toy. Bang. Yeah. You're done. And then he starts in with the sister. He lets the sister in and, then tortures her. As far as supporting cast, was there anybody that you really enjoyed?
The doll baby lady was interesting.
I really liked her.
I felt like her character was kind of like a mix between the classic Jason, you're doomed, you're all doomed characters, and kind of like, we need a number 4. We only have 3 kills in this movie. We need a number 4. We need somebody who will be able to take that one, good kill in this movie. And I think she was put in there. But they didn't want to just throw, like, just a random victim, so they gave her a little bit of, stuff.
I liked her character. When she first showed up, I was like, but then, like, the more it happened, like, I saw what happening. Like, when she leaned down to touch him, I was like, he's going to bite her fucking finger off, or he's going to try and suck her titty and bite her titty off. And he ended up cutting her titties off and wearing them. Yeah. This movie is like, I wish I was in the writer's room, where they were like, hey man, what's the most fucked up thing you got? I'm like, oh, hold my beer. Yeah. Because I've got plenty of shit. Because it looked like they didn't say no to anything. Like, what do you got? You should hang a bitch upside down and cut her from fucking vagina to head. Yep, that's a good one. Next, cut this chick's tits. Whoever made this movie hates women. Nah, well... I really think... Because there's, like, no, like, Ripley character. There's no, like... The fight is never over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, there's no... Well, the final girl even had... The sister, she gets her face chewed off. I think what they were trying... It's not the fact of, like, hate. I think it's just that this character has no equal. He has no Laurie Strode. He has no Nancy. Yeah. So there is no equal to him. He is all-encompassing terror, you know.
I think he's just... the embodiment of evil and hate.
And so you cannot have, your Ash Williams style character in this. It's all about him, and these victims are victim. I mean, can you remember anybody's name?
Trina? That might be from Voorhees.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I know one of them begins with a T.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the kids' names.
Yeah.
There was,
I know the doll's name was Emily.
Yeah, I do. Isn't that bad? We remember the doll's name. I remember Emily now and stuff. Well, she says it like 50 million times in that corridor.
Yeah. Well, I felt really bad for her.
Yeah.
Like when she was like, Emily, where are you? Emily. I'm just like, watch her name be like April or something. Yeah. But, like, I was just like, oh, just give her fucking doll back. Yeah. Like, I'm cool. You want to kill these? Like, if I was there, I'd be like, all right, you want to kill these chicks? Fine, whatever. give her a doll back, man.
Yeah.
Like, just, her life's already sad enough, man. Just give her a fucking doll. Like, but yeah.
But I did, one thing that I don't like, but they did okay on this, is I don't like when we start out the movie with someone is going to survive. We start out the movie and we are at an interviewer, and the interviewer is talking about the events that the movie portrays. And I've never really liked that idea.
I feel like that's just Tarantinoing things.
Yeah.
I think that the only reason that it did work and would have worked in this movie is you don't know which one survived.
Yes.
Because it's just a dark hair with a distorted face.
Yes.
The only question that I had was, why did she go kill the news reporter? What does that have? Why did that had nothing to do with nothing? Like, you're hideous, you're disfigured. We get it. You're probably angry at the world, but then, and yeah, that reporter was talking shit on the phone. But why did you kill her?
Maybe he's like the clown is like
got powers over her now
maybe or something like that. This is how like you were talking about you want to be in the writer's room and stuff. There was someone in that writer's room that they couldn't like stop, and like he was just like, and then she kills the reporter, and it's just like, why does she kill the reporter there?
Fuck it, we'll deal with that later.
She's got to kill her, man, because it's gonna be cool to start that movie out like that.
I honestly thought that the crazy lady and Art would have made a good couple. Like they could have just like been together, like they could have lived in that.
For a split second, my brain went, Art? Who was that? Was that like the janitor? Was that the janitor and stuff?
Nah, not the janitor. The Art the clown, and the crazy lady. I think they would have made a good couple.
Yeah,
like they're both crazy in their own ways. They could microwave their TV dinners or human body parts or whatever. Emily could have been there in her crib the whole time. Like it could have worked. It could have been a love story is what I'm saying. It could have been a romance. And
I don't think. I think he is beyond. He is a creature that has taken a human skin. Yeah. And everybody around him was like, clowns are creepy. Yeah. And he was like, okay, fine. You want a creepy clown?
Yeah.
But you want to start? You were good. You got anything else you want to go through?
I'm gonna give this 4.5 stars. I really have to keep myself from giving this 5 stars.
Yeah.
I love this movie. It's a ride from beginning to end. I love this character. He's so versatile. He is relentless and ruthless, and there's no backstory. There's no reasoning. He just is. So I love it. I love the movie. I love the shots.
Yeah.
I love how fucked up it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4.5 stars.
Okay. Good. I'm going 4. Not quite there and stuff, but it's still such a great movie. It's probably, out of all of the horror movies that have come out, I like the direction that this is taking us. That is why I'm really happy with horror as of late. Mm-hmm. They are doing a great job, and I think this is also just one of those movies that needs to be remembered and needs to be talked about more.